What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Steve Natto. I want to thank you guys all for stopping by the channel today. I really do appreciate it. As always with the channel here, I just want to help you guys out make the right decision for you on the different sneakers that I talk about here. So in today's video, we're diving into the brand new Nike Air Force 1 Low Be True. These just dropped earlier this morning on June 22nd for retail price of $120. So if I helped you guys out, get a better look at these, make a decision one way or another, let me know in the comments down below and be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. But as you can see, this is the Be True Air Force 1 that we have right here. I mentioned it was a retail price of $120, which is a little bit more expensive than a typical Air Force 1, but it is well worth it in my opinion. It has some really, really nice materials on it that certainly justify the price point in my mind, and this was a pretty cool sneaker that is still available in most sizes on Nike.com, so be sure to check Nike.com or the sneakers app if you guys are still looking to grab a pair of these. Most sizes are still available, but it is a very, very nice shoe. Did come out just this morning and is for the Be True collection. Nike releases this Be True collection, every year and has a few different sneakers. These ones really stuck out to me. I do like the Air Force 1 model and silhouette a lot, and this one looked like it had some premium materials, so I wanted to check it out. So that's what we'll do in this video today, is give you guys a full in-depth look at the sneakers, both up close and on feet, and I'll give you guys my opinions at the end of the video. One last thing to mention before we dive into the video is I've actually gone and created a brand new free Discord server. I've got a lot of feedback from you guys that you want to chat with me over on Discord and check out some of the resources I've gone and created for you guys. So I've put it all in one place. Be sure to check the link in the description down below to join that Discord. But with all that being said, let's go and start jumping into the Nike Air Force 1 Low Be True. So let's go. And here we are up close with the sneakers. So right out of the gate, you guys can check out this box right here. I do want to show you the box real quick before we dive into the shoes. But as you can see, it's this kind of rainbow colored box with the Be True written up at the top and then the Nike swoosh on the other side. And then the size tag right here is Nike Air Force 1 Be True in white, and multicolor for that retail price of $120 that I mentioned. Up on the top of the box is just a Nike logo with the rest of the pattern continuing. And then it does have two sets of tissue paper inside where the main one does say Be True on it. I'm not going to pull it out, but it's the same writing and style as the one up here. But now we'll move back to the shoes and check out the lateral side here of the Air Force 1. So it's a really good looking shoe. Obviously it's primarily white. It does have a few little design aspects here, but I think it looks really good. If we start out at the bottom, it's kind of got this translucent, kind of icy white looking midsole, which as you get to the back, you got Air written in black with that Nike swoosh in that same pattern that we see on the box and spread throughout the rest of the collection. Up on the upper of the material here, you got this really nice pebbled leather, which goes all across the entire upper of the sneaker. Looks very nice, premium materials, and again, pretty much justifying that $120 price point. You got this swoosh right here in white, surrounded by some kind of metallic material. You guys can see as the light changes, it reflects different colors in different ways. And then on the back heel, you see that whole spectrum of colors on the back, right at the heel there. On the front of the sneaker now, it looks like a pretty typical Air Force 1, but as you dive in closer, you can see a little bit more of that pebbled leather. You move up the toe box, you get that perforation, Air Force 1 written on the bottom there. You got the white laces moving up, and then you hit the tongue where it's got that same logo design that we saw on the side of the sneaker, but again, really nice in black and white with that same color design at the very top. Next, moving to the medial side, nothing really changes here. It's pretty much just all the same wrapping around. You guys can take a look at that leather again. The rest of the upper and that all white, the same swoosh is shown on the medial and lateral side, and then there's a small look at the back heel as well. Next, we can get a full look at the back heel so you can really see all the colors on the back. So it does replace what would normally be there on a regular pair of Air Force 1s is the Nike Air logo, but on here they've taken that away and just use only colors. So it really sticks out and a nice touch to this shoe, but you can really see the rest of this pebbled leather as we zoom in a little bit closer on the rest of the shoe. Next, we can move overhead and get the sneakers loosened up a little bit. Turn on the flash to get a better view, but as you can see, as we move inside the shoes, we got white on the inner lining, and then we have two different insoles here. Both of them say Be True and have this kind of design written on the inside, and the left sneaker transitions from kind of orange to yellow to green, and then the inside of the right sneaker is primarily purple with some transitioning colors on the inside, but it's pretty cool. It's a nice design and again adds to the quality. And then finally we can check out the size tag here. It's a little difficult to see, but there's most of the numbers and information. Lastly, of course, we got the outsole here, just a classic Air Force 1 outsole. Again, kind of in this translucent white, really clear color and design, but otherwise the rest of the shoe is just the same as any other Air Force 1. Now, one last thing to mention is on the laces here. I didn't point this out earlier, but as you can see, you have a metal lace tip, which is again a nice addition here. It's the same for each one, but just in white. So a little bit of a better quality on those, but then now we have finally wrapped up, taking an up close look at the sneakers. So now it's time to get them laced up. I'll show you guys what they look like on feet. So now there we have it for the Nike Air Force 1 Low Be True on feet. So I think this is a really well done sneaker. I think the materials on it are very, very nice. Definitely a bit more premium than other and typical Air Force 1s that you kind of see and expect. I think it's just a very nice kind of bump in price for what you get. So really like it. I think it's pretty solid. It looks good on feet. You know, it's very similar to just a white Air Force 1 Low, obviously with the most prominent design being the back heel that definitely sticks out in terms of the colors. But you know, if you guys like the shoe, I think it's definitely one that's worthwhile to get, especially at retail price. I could see this going up over time. A lot of the Be True collections just kind of release and then disappear, and you know, people decide they want them a little bit later and they're harder to get. So they are still available on Nike.com in a number of sizes. Definitely recommend checking that out if you guys want to pick up this shoe. But if we break this down and get into specifics a little bit more, this is an Air Force 1 silhouette. You know, I've reviewed several different Air Force 1s on my channel here. It's an awesome shoe, a timeless shoe at that, and really, really good. So I do recommend going true to size on an Air Force 1. However, you know, I personally like to go down a half size for a little bit more of a snug fit. So I always recommend that if you can try on a pair, you know, definitely try on a pair of just generic Air Force 1s because they will fit the same as this one if you can't try on this pair specifically. Other than that, you know, very comfortable too, and it does come in at that retail price of 120 bucks that I mentioned. So all around, you know, not a bad thing to consider and not a bad shoe at all. But now if I had to give you guys my final rating and opinion on a scale out of 10, I think I am going to go an 8.5 out of 10 on these. I really do like them. I think they're really good. I think if you guys enjoy them and want to pick them up, you guys should definitely try and do that as soon as possible on Nike.com before they sell out, because this was likely a very, very limited release because the Be True collections are not that widespread. So if you don't get them now, they might be a little hard to get later. But with all that being said, you know, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Again, I think this is a very good shoe. One last thing to mention is that Discord group that I talked about earlier in the video that is linked in the description down below. If you guys want to check that out, I actually have a sizing reference guide. If you guys are a little unsure on what size to get in Air Force 1s, you can check that out. I as well have a bunch of other free resources to check out down there. So just head to that link in the description down below. Other than that, you know, if you guys enjoyed the video, I really appreciate you guys stopping by. Be sure to hit that subscribe button as well. But I want to thank you one final time for joining me today, and I will catch you guys again real soon on the next video.